Hello friends, my name is Balkrishna and today I'm going to show you how to fill US Visa DS-160 form. So let us start step by step. So first of all, this is a non-immigrant visa. That means you can only go and come back. You cannot stay over there. This means you cannot stay there permanently, even a permanent residence as well. So this is only a what you call a temporary one. So to start off, just you need to log in the US consulate website. So for which the link I will leave it in the description, so you can use the link to log in the site. Okay, and once you log in, you will get the home page which says US Department of State Consular Electronic Application Center. So this is my dear friend, this applies for B1 as well as B2. That is nothing but business visa B1 and B2 for tourist visa or visitor visa, anything you can call it as. So once you log in, so first of all the step is you need to select the center in which your consulate office comes. Example, I am from India and I stay in southern part of India in Karnataka, so I need to select Chennai. Similarly, you need to select from your country and your place. So this DS-160 form filling up applies to all the countries, my dear friend. This is not only for India. This applies for all the countries, whether it is UK, Germany, France, etc., etc. Okay. See here it says please select. There are three options: start an application, to start a new application, then upload an application. So in case if you have downloaded the file, what happens is now and then you need to save each and every page. In case if it is disconnected, then you can upload it directly, or retrieve an application. So suppose in half the way you have stopped and you need to continue. So you just need to give application ID and the security questions and just say retrieve, and you can continue from there. But now to start a new application, we will select the option start an application. As I said, I will be selecting India and Chennai. So accordingly you can select your own country, example Canada, Ontario or Hong Kong, etc., etc., depending upon from where you are applying the visa, US visa. See, in India there are many centers: Hyderabad, Chennai, Mumbai, New Delhi, Kolkata. But I am selecting India, Chennai, because I stay in southern part of India. Next, you need to enter the CAPTCHA code to move forward. So guys, now the application has been created. You can see the application ID. Please make a note of this, because you will be requiring this ID to retrieve now and then. So usually what I do is I will just make a note in notepad so that I can retrieve easily next time. So guys, one more request is before starting this application, please make sure that you have all the details with you in front of you, so that you don't spend much time filling up the application. So now this application I would be finishing within 1 hour. So in your case, since you're doing first time, you may take little more time as well. So make sure that you save each and every page. So friends, once you create the application, before going forward, it will ask the security questions. In case if it disconnects, you need to relog in with the security questions. Example, what is the given name of your mother's mother? So just to avoid confusion, I'll just give my mother's name. That's it. It says mother's mother. It's up to you what name you give. I have given my mother's name example. So guys, one more thing, whatever details I'm inputting in this application is just for example. So in your application you need to put in your correct details accordingly. So it is just logging in, sometimes it troubles network. So this is the first page, starting from personal details. You need to provide your surname. Example, my name is Balakrishna Gauri Singh, then my surname is Gauri Singh. In case if you have middle name, so you can exclude that, you don't have to write the middle name. Or I would say in simple manner, whatever the name is there in passport, exactly you need to input here. So my surname is Gauri Singh. And my first name is Balakrishna. Be careful my dear friends while writing this name, because otherwise once you write that, by chance if your visa is approved and if you're getting, so you cannot change that name again, so be very careful. So in case if you got stuck in any one of the page, so you can directly scroll to that page and update that. Or in case if you're doing first time and want to follow step by step, so you can continue entire video step by step, so that it would be easy for you to update. And the next question you can see here, it says did you had any other name, you just select not applicable or no, and you need to give the marital status as well, whether married, single, divorcee, whatever it is, and you need to provide your date of birth here. And also the city and state, country, everything. So the easiest way is just provide the details as per your passport. So this is my details. Bangalore, Karnataka, India. One control here is if you do not fill up any one of the field, you cannot go ahead. It will give an error. So that's the control point. So it will make sure that you update everything. But in some cases I know that you will get confused, so this video would help you in filling up. So once the page is updated, my dear friends, first save it. Don't go to next. First save it. By chance, if this internet get disconnected, so the data would be available when you're retrieving it. See, there is some error here. Let's see what is the error. It says full name in alphabet, native alphabet not been completed. So it says you had any different name other than this native alphabet, just say does not apply. Don't give that. I don't think anybody will have this, very rare case. You can give that again, it's confusing. Do not give that, just say don't apply. Save and say next. So you can see here it has been saved, this page has been saved. Similarly, each and every page you need to save, my dear friends. Again, continue application. You have option of save application to file. This is like downloading the file. Example, tomorrow. So this actually application, this website application will be available for 30 days, my dear friend. So after that it expires. In that case, you can retrieve that file what you're downloading. Anyway, so let's continue to the next field, that is personal information number 2. So basically you will continue this personal information in the second stage as well. Select the country, nationality. It says, do you hold or have held any other nationality earlier? Just select no. 99% I think it will be no. So very rare chances that person would have had any other nationality earlier. So just say no, no. Permanent resident of any other country, no. The national security number is for US, leave it blank. Just click on does not apply, does not apply. Save it again. So I forgot to select here, does not apply. So click on does not apply. Let us continue the application. Next field is travel, dear friends. You need to provide the travel information. So it says purpose of trip to the US. This is a very important field, my dear friends. So whatever you are selecting, you need to remember, you need to, make sure that you prepare for the same. You need to answer to the consulate officer what is the purpose of your US trip. Example, you must be having a business or a tourism. So here I don't know whether you're going for business or only a tourism, but in either cases you need to select both by default, A and B. In case if you're selecting B, when you're getting visa you will get both B1/B2. In case if you're selecting business you will get B1/B2. So here you need to select temp, business, pleasure, visitor, B. And in subcategory you need to select business and tourism, temporary visitor, B1/B2. Do not try to select either B1 or tourism B2. Don't select one. So please select the combination of B1 and B2. Hope it's clear. So once the visa is approved, you will get the visa B1, B2. Nothing but you can use it for official purpose as well as for your personal tourism purpose or any other emergency of medical. Now the thing is, have you made any specific travel plans? Please don't select as yes, just select as no, because we do not have any specific travel plans. Specific travel plans only when you can have when you have a visa and everything ready. So we don't know, so that's why we just select no and we provide the basic details. In case if you're selecting yes, then you have to provide accurate details. So as a process, as a standard process, you need to select as no. So once we select as no, so we need to provide the intended date of arrival in US. So you just need to give the approximate date when you will be reaching US. So let me give one approximate date when I will be reaching US. Let's say 10th September 2019. Then second, you need to provide the length of stay in US. I hope everybody is visiting there, maybe 2 to 3 weeks or 2 to 4 weeks, maximum 6 weeks. Do not provide any longer length, dear friends. longer length, I mean to say more than 2 months. So in my case, let me put 2 weeks, because you're going for a tourism and a business purpose. So it is meant to be a shorter duration, not a longer, like years together or months together. So in case if you're selecting a longer duration, then they will ask to justify that longer duration. And if it is really long, then your visa might reject it, because longer duration visa fits into work permit, not on a visitor visa. So try to select the exact duration, let's say 2 to 3 weeks. Then provide your address where you will stay in US. Where you will stay in US, my dear friends, you need to provide the exact address where you will be residing physically. That may be your hotel address or your friend's address or anywhere else. But don't provide the office address or like your visiting sightseeing address. Just provide where you are staying physically. Usually it will be a hotel address. When I visited, I provided my hotel address. Example, Cambria Hotel, where I stayed. Provide the phone number, not the phone number, sorry, I mean street address, another address, city, etc. Sorry dear friends for the disturbance. Friends, when you are providing this address, make sure that you remember this, at least the address, hotel name and place name, especially city name, because this will be cross verified. They'll ask you where you are staying and you need to tell. Assume that what you are written and you are telling something else, then they will have some doubt. Okay, it is imperative that you remember the address, not the complete one, at least like Arizona and New York or Phoenix. You need to remember. They should make sure that you are ready to go to US. You are fully planned. It's not just that just came for visa. Anyway, you don't have to remember all zip code and other things. Just at least a basic detail you need to remember. However, you will be carrying all the details with you. You have the copy of DS-760 where you have filled up all the addresses. Okay, one more thing. Now it is asking like entity or person paying for this trip. Be very careful in case if you are going on a tourism or personal trip. You need to select self, or if you are going for a business visa, nothing but from the company, then you need to select the present employer. Don't select anything else, because for this trip, if you are going for from the company, obviously your company is paying for all your expenses. Company means company from your home country. Please remember that you don't have to select anything from US. US will not pay anything. In case if US is paying anything, then you will not be eligible for this visa. Your home company is paying. Anyway, we have saved this. So next, move on to the next section. Let's continue application, and now again go on to the next travel companions. Now in this section we need to update if anybody is traveling with us. So in my case I traveled alone, so I'll just select no. In case if somebody else is traveling with you, please select yes and fill up the details accordingly. So usually what happens, we'll select yes, people who goes with the family, usually family. So they select yes and they provide the family details. In business, usually they go as individuals. Even though they go together 4 or 5 people, they usually select as no. They show us they're going as individuals to avoid any issues in the airport or immigration. Now next we need to provide the previous US travel history. In case if you have visited US earlier, then you need to provide the details, my dear friends. This applies to the people who are reapplying US visa due to cancellation or due to expiry. So since you are applying, most of the people are applying newly, so just select no. Select no here. Have you ever been in the US? No. Again it's asking, have you ever been issued a US visa? Select no. You need to select yes only when you are applying as a renewal. So next, have you ever been refused a visa? No. But in case if you applied earlier and was rejected, so in that case you need to select yes, my dear friend. Also in case you had a visa and was rejected to enter into the US from the airport, in that case also you have to select yes and provide the reason. So in case only your visa was rejected, then you can put the reason as under 214B, under section 214B. Very simple. And in case you had a visa but you have not been allowed into the US from the airport, then you need to write the exact reason why you were not allowed. Usually in this case what will happen is in airport, immigration authority will tell you exact reason why you are not allowing and they will send you back. I think there are very rare cases and very few people in this category. So I think whoever is updating this online, I think most of the people are only either they are not have visa, they will select no, or your visa would have been rejected. For that you need to update 214B. Anyways, let's continue further. Hope my dear friend you have understood. So in this category, still if you have any questions, please let me know in comments. I will try to explain you in detail. And also still if you have doubt and you have a question in mind, you can come online. I will have a live session, US visa live session in YouTube. That is every Sunday night 10 o'clock Indian time. That is 10 p.m. IST. Every Sunday 10 p.m. IST I will come online. I will have a live stream, so you can ask me any questions over there. I will answer you live. So from here, my dear friend, most of the sessions, the questions on this will be no. Have you ever been refused visa? No. Has anyone ever filed an immigrant petition on your behalf? Just select no. It is a different thing actually. It is related to citizenship. They are trying to ask whether one way you are applying for a US visa, that is business visa and tourist visa, non-immigrant, and has anybody applied for you for immigrant visa? They are asking. Just select no. Don't be confused and save it. After saving it, we'll go to the address category. Okay, next let's move on to the address category. Okay, now here you need to write your residential address, my dear friend, home address, wherever you are residing in your home country. Example, in case if you are residing in South Africa, you need to provide your South Africa address, or if you are staying in London, UK, you need to provide that address. I stay in India, so I have provided Indian address. And here you need to confirm that whether mailing address is same as above address, home address. If the both address are same, then just you need to click yes, or if the mailing address is other than home address, you need to click no and provide the mailing address. Usually some people, their home address will be somewhere else, city X, they come for work in city Y, so in mailing address you need to provide the city Y. So please provide accordingly home address and the mailing address where you want the documents or any courier or any communication to be reached. In my case both are same, so I just said yes. I don't have any different mailing address. And now you can provide your telephone number. So whatever number you can provide, either the home number or a mobile number, anything. So second phone I just click does not apply. If you want to give, you can give, otherwise just ignore it. So it does not apply. And office work phone, if you have, you can give it, otherwise just click on does not apply. And you need to provide the email address, my dear friend. In case if you are applying for business visa, please write here your office email address, it is suggested. And in case if you are applying for a personal, then nothing but tourist visa, then you can write the personal email ID. And also here social media, now they have added one more section, social media platform. This just to verify your social, how you are in social media. To this this is one part of background verification. So if you really want to give, you can give it, but please make sure that you give the any social media page which is very good, in good stand. I would say better not to give. So I have not given actually social media, I just left it blank. I think I have done some mistakes. Yeah, it is not accepting any special characters, my dear friends. So I mean, just don't give any special characters. I just removed that. It's very strange, but so as I said, I'm not giving any social media, so let me not give. If you really want to give, then give the social media anything which is good stand, because we should not give any room for any issues, any problems. So anyways, so let me save this with none. I'm not sharing anything. I have Facebook, I have YouTube, but I'm not giving anything. Anyway, it doesn't matter much, but it is up to you whether you want to give it or not. So in case if you are giving, then I would suggest provide any social media platform where you have a good stand. So friend, let's continue to the next category. Nothing but a passport details. Be careful while keying in passport detail, dear friends. Key in exactly the passport detail, what is there in passport, just copy it exactly. I think should be easy. And I know most of the things, most of people are, the passport is regular one, just select regular passport type or travel document type, regular. Just ignore all others, diplomatic, official, etc. etc. That's not for us. Sorry, in case somebody diplomatic is there, so you can select accordingly diplomatic. Otherwise majority people are regular, so just select regular and provide the passport number as well. Just for example, I have noted down some passport number just for making this video. Yeah, I have updated the passport number now. Let's go down and see what else is there. Yeah, next we need to provide passport book number. You can just say does not apply. We don't give any book number. You can just ignore that field, passport book number. And when you're making the payment for no, sorry, I mean you can just ignore the passport book number, my different for visa, and we need to select where the passport was issued. Example, my passport was issued in India, city Bangalore, and state Karnataka, so accordingly you need to provide the same. And you need to mention their passport issuance date and the expiry as well, when it is going to expire. So make sure when you are applying for a visa, at least 6 month validity is available, dear friends. That's the mandate. At least 6 month has to be 6 month validity should be there for your passport when you are applying for a US visa. Now, have you ever lost a passport or has been stolen? So just select no, because I don't know. I know most of the people, they are not lost. They have a new passport and existing passport. Only rare chances if really it was stolen or lost, then select yes and provide more information. Otherwise, just select no. I am giving both the answers because I am sure that if somebody comes with the second answer, they should be having answer, right? That the reason I am providing the information for both the cases. Lost, not lost. Friends, I am trying to provide as much as possible information and helping you update step by step, friends. Still, if you have any questions, let me know in comments. I will answer. Now let's move on to US point of contact information. This information you need to fill up where who is the contact in US for you. You need to provide that. Example, if you are going for a business visa, your contact person will be your business associate, nothing but your US company in US, your company branch in US, and there who is interacting with you, that's your contact. Okay, nothing but it is your business associate, nothing but your colleague, nothing but your manager in US office. So you need to give that contact. In case if you are applying for a B2 visa, nothing but tourist visa, and if you are visiting your friends or relative, you need to give your friends or relative name and contact address. In case if you are just going for travel alone or with the family, you do not have any contact in US, in that case either you can say no or you can give a hotel address and hotel address and hotel name. That will be a contact. So they will contact you to the hotel when it is required. So basically I know that many people are applying for business visa, so obviously you need to give a US point of contact from your US company business associate. Like I have selected one here. And also when you are giving name, you need to select the relationship. Who is that? Either you can select employer or business associate, but technically business associate is the correct word. So in case if you are going alone as a tourist, so you will select do not know. Either do not know or just give the hotel address, and you can answer in the interview, face-to-face interview over there. So when you're giving the US contact, you need to provide complete address as well. Friends, I have already made this video in Hindi. That's only applicable to India and some of the Asian countries. So I thought, since based on the, many people commented that, they are looking for a DS-160 form filling in English. So I thought it's a better idea to make in English, because there are many countries who need, who might be requiring this filling steps in English. So I thought to make in English. Let me know in comment whether this is really helping you or not. So next you provide US of contact, the mobile number, phone number, and also the email address. So this office number will be providing the friends, or the mobile number, but company email ID you need to provide his official email ID, not the personal email ID. Okay, now let's move on to the next section, which is family details. Okay, family information, relatives. So it says father's full name and date of birth. Friends, father's full name you can provide, and in case, it's very simple. Just input the father's name from the passport. That's it. Whatever the name is there in the passport, your father's name, just take the surname and the first name, given name. Surname is a surname, and given name is nothing but the first name, my dear friend. Example, my father's name is Gauri Krishna. And you need to provide your father's date of birth as well. Here I know that many people will not be remembering. So in case if you have the father's date of birth, or if you remember, key in the same, or if you don't know, just give approximate age and the 1 nothing but 1st January. That's what everyone does, and I have done that as well, because many people does not remember this. So just give 1st January and approximate age year. Doesn't matter, there's no issue here. So is your father is in US? Just select no. In case if your father is in US, please select yes and provide more details. But in many cases I know that you need to select no, because our father is not in US. Similarly, we need to provide the mother's detail, nothing but mother's name and date of birth. So provide mother's surname and given name, and date of birth also same thing, 1st January, and I'm giving the year, calculating the approximate age, let's say 60 years. So I'll minus 2019 minus 60, 2019 minus 60, whatever it comes, like 1954, 55, whatever it is. So let's say it's 55, 1955. It's the approximate age, my dear friend. You can always select do not know if you don't know, but it is better to give approximate age. Is your mother in US? Just select no. So friend, do you have any immediate relatives not including parents in the US? Just select no. If really there are some relatives, then you can select yes and provide more information, but just select no. So next we'll move on to the work and education details, my dear friend. This takes a long time to update, so update carefully and step by step and one by one. Example, you need to provide the current company name, details, and your work profile. Also the previous company name, detail and work profile. Previous company, I'm going to say, see, there is no option. You need to keep on adding the companies previously. We can actually, the procedure is you need to add, keep on adding up to the first company. Example, if you have worked in 10 companies, you need to add 10 companies and provide the details. But what we suggest is just add the previous 2 companies. That's enough. Current company and previous 2 companies. That's enough. So let's continue the application after saving. Here it comes, present work experience. So you need to select your industry, occupation, primary occupation, whatever it is, technical, non-technical, anything, doctor, engineer. So if you are not getting any category in this here, my dear friends, so you can just select others and you can explain what is the other one. Example, what I am looking for is not available here. I am from accounting and finance background, so I'm just selecting other and I'm explaining in the box as a notes what I do. It says specify other, so you select if you have in the category, or if it doesn't have, then you can also select other and explain. So I'm just explaining. I'm just explaining my role. You can just explain in briefly, you don't have to elaborate in detail. And you need to provide the company name and complete address, including phone number. Not only that, you need to provide when do you join. Nothing but start date is nothing but a joining date. Start date means joining date, dear friends. So you need to provide the joining date of this company, present company. And next you need to provide the monthly income in local currency. In case if you are from UK, then you need to provide the monthly salary in pounds. So I am from India, so I am providing my salary in INR, Indian rupees. So in local currency you need to provide. And this is the monthly salary, not the yearly salary, dear friends. Example, I am writing, let's say my salary is 50,000 rupees. So I'm just keying in 50,000. Now this is the very important aspect. It says briefly describe your duties. So you need to write here your roles and responsibilities and duties, my dear friends. And they will ask, consulate officer, they will definitely ask this question, what do you do here? They will not ask you briefly describe your duties. They'll ask in different manner. Simple, in a normal manner they'll ask, what do you do in here? What do you do in your present company? They'll ask. So you need to explain them. And make sure that you do not tell anything different. They will match what you're saying and what you have written in DS760. So at least majority 60 to 70% it has to match. I'm not saying that you just bad everything and just tell there exactly, no. You need to just understand what you have written Accordingly, you just to tell in the natural way there what you do there. Example, I'm just writing working for XYZ company from past 5 years as a manager, finance and accounting, taking care of 25 members team. I'm responsible for to deliver day-to-day activities, etc. Okay, so you just need to give some background as well. It's not the duties means I'm doing this, you just start off I'm doing this. No, you need to give a background like I'm working for so and so company from so and so year duration, and my designation is so and so manager, and these are my duties. And you need to little bit add also something value add, like I'm also responsible to monitor day-to-day deliverables of my client. Sorry, I mean next sentence, I'm also responsible for quality improvements of my processes. So I'm trying to say here, these are my duties. Apart from my regular duties, I'm also doing something additional. So you need to build your profile in such a way that it should look very strong. Hope it is clear what I'm trying to say. They are asking briefly describe your duties. Just don't write I'm handling the team of 25 members, I'm responsible also for developing one of the software. No. Give the background, write your duties, close by adding something else. Value add. So friends, this is what, let's save and move on to the next. As I said, you need to provide the previous experience as well, previous companies. So you can add up to 2. If you had only one previous company, just add 1 and continue to the next category. Or if you had 10 companies, just add 2 companies and continue. So I would say up to 2 companies you can add. That will be a proper one. So they're asking here, as I told, were you employed previously? If this is the first company, then say no. You don't have to add anything else. If this was the second or third company, just select yes and provide the details for previous company as you provided for the current company. I have selected yes here. Were you previously employed? Yes. Now I need to provide that company name, previous company name, and previous company address. Please provide the details whatever they're exactly different, so that when they ask you can reply accordingly. Don't provide any wrong information or which is not performed by you. And also in previous experience, previous company, they're also asking the supervisor name, so you need to provide that as well. And also you need to provide the details of that company, like what duration you worked there, from which date to which date. Example, employment date from joining date of previous company, and employment date to last working day of the company. You need to provide that. Example here, 1st March 2011 to 8th August 2014. So you need to provide accordingly your dates. So here also same thing, as you have provided the details, describe your duties for the current company. Same thing you provide here. Similarly, I mean, it is not same thing. Similarly, what you had done in previous company. give the background, mention the duties, and close by adding something else good one. Now dear friends, once you have see, I have added the previous company only one just to show an example for you, so you can add up to 2. Okay, and here the next section comes education. It says, have you attended any educational institution at a secondary level or above? It is saying that have you studied, have you done any studies after 10th or 12th? So if you have not done anything studies after 10th or 12th, just select no, and you don't have to fill up anything. And if you have done any studies, obviously all we have studies, done studies, higher studies, just select yes, and keep on updating the your what you call the certifications. Example, after selecting yes, you need to start from the highest degree to 10th. I repeat, you need to start from the highest degree, keep on adding one by one. You need to keep on adding, my dear friends, to fill up the all the certification sections, and up to the 10th class. Example, if I have done a master degree, example Masters of Business Administration or Masters of Commerce, I will select first Masters of Commerce. Then I will add one more section. I will update for BCom, that is Bachelor of Commerce. Then I will add one more section. I will go for pre-university 12th class. Then finally I add one more thing section. I will update for 10th class. So 10th will be the last, dear friend. Don't go for 7th, 6th or any nursery. So 10th will be the last. Nothing but master degree, bachelor degree, 12th and 10th. You will add 4 sections. So here I have started with Master of Business Administration. So please try to mention in full form. Don't just write MBA. You need to write in full, and also write the duration of that course, like from where date of attendance. So you can just write approximate, my dear friend. I don't know when your college starts, like June 10th or July 1 or something. I usually write 1st June 2010, nothing but 1st June to 31st March. Example, all colleges and schools are opening on 1st June, and obviously everything, all classes stops in March, because from April the examination will be there. So I just selected 1st June 2010 to 31st March 2012 because it's a 2 years course, master degree. So accordingly, whatever your course is there, you can fill up the details. If you have not done any master's course, then you can start from the bachelor's course directly. If you have done the master's course, then start from the master's, then go to bachelor's. And next, this is my bachelor's degree. I am giving the university also. Sorry, master's degree. You need to provide university name and everything, all the details. So friends, in case if you feel that I am going a little faster, so you can pause the video and have a look carefully and fill up details. So once you write the university name, you need to write the address as well. So if this is fine, let me show you. See, there is an option of add another. This is for adding one more section, as I said. Example, I finished with masters. Then if I want to provide details for bachelor's, then I will select add another, then I'll write it. In case if I don't want this, I can click on remove, but I will not remove, I'll just add it. So let me save it before I lose some data, because it will take some more time, my dear friend, to update this. Again I need to continue with the education. As I said, it takes a little longer time for the education. There are many sections. So this is one of the example, my dear friend. To add the education, I have showed you how to add masters. Now accordingly you need to add bachelor's, then 12th, then 10th. Please continue. You can have a step by step and you can continue accordingly. Then once you have added the education, then it is asking additional detail like do you belong to a tribe or something. Just say no. And what are the languages you are aware of, just write there, keep on adding that whatever languages. Example, English I have given, then added one more thing. I selected Hindi, then I will add one more thing and I will write whatever language I am aware of. Now next is, have you traveled to any countries, regions within the last 5 years? So it is asking the history of travel history of last 5 years, my dear friend. If you have not traveled any other country, you just select no. If you have traveled to any other countries, then you need to select yes, dear friends. Since I have selected, I have visited other countries in this last 5 years, I am selecting yes. Otherwise you should select no in your case. So let me also select no to show you guys. Next is, have you belonged to, contributed to, work on any professional, social, charitable organization? Just select no. Friends, from here continuously you need to select no, 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 because these are the security questions, dear friends. So majority everything you have to select no blindly. So don't think, don't spend time on thinking too much on this. Just select no. I think by reading the questions you can understand what are the questions. So just select no and go ahead. Now let us save this and go to the next one. So you can see the next category also is security and background, where you just have to select no. Please remember, just select no. Oh, there is some error. I think I left one of the language category blank. I need to either delete that, remove that, or enter something. Let me enter one more language which I know how to speak. Let me write let's say Tamil. Now let's continue to the security and background. As I said in the earlier section, you just have to select no, no. These are the security questions. Select no here. So I'm just keeping quiet because, as I said, we just need to select no. There are many parts here up to part 5, dear friends. So for every part you just have to select no. So I'm just trying to go faster, my dear friends. So nothing to worry, you don't have to pause as well because I'm not doing anything great. I'm just clicking on no. I'm clicking no for all the questions. So it says no, 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 yes. Sorry, I mean to say no, and then save it. Then again continue to part 3. Sometimes it is a little bit irritating, dear friends, to update this DS160 because first of all, this it has got many slides, many sections, and every time it goes away, like it session out, it happens session out again. You need to relog in, and it little bit slow as well. This site, not very slow. I would not complain this as slow. I mean, comparing to like technically speaking, little slow. We feel this is slow, but actually it's not as slow. If you have time and if you are not in urgency, then you can break this into 2 days or something. 50% you can fill up today, and 50% you can fill up the next day. It's up to you how you want to do it. I leave to you. Even I took 2-3 days. It's not that I cannot complete in one day. I can complete in 1 or 2 hours. But there were few information I was waiting for. But that's why I'm telling, before starting to fill up this DS160, make sure that you have all the details like previous company detail and education details, especially that hotel booking details and approximate travel dates, etc., etc. You need to have all the details with you. So still we are in section 4, part 4, then you have up to part 5, my dear friends. So friends, let me compare this background section 5. We are almost done. Select here no as well. Now finally we are moving on to section 5. So I have saved this file now. Let's move on to the next step. See, as I said, my different session timeout. Even though I did not stop working on, okay, I was continuously working, even though there was a session out, so we can't say. So we should make sure that we save each and every page to avoid these issues. In case if you're not touching the system for few minutes, it will also go session out. So in either cases, you need to re-log in, again the same steps, you need to select your center. Example, mine is India Chennai. Then you need to key on the captcha code here. Okay. After keying the captcha code, you need to here the thing is retrieve an application. You need to select, my dear friend, not on start. When you're creating new, you need to select start an application, and you need to select and upload an application if you want to copy the files. So however, in this case we select retrieve an application. So once you click that, you need to key in your application ID. Which you have saved earlier. So once you key in the application ID, you need to provide the security questions. Nothing but first 5 letters of a surname, your surname. First 5 letters of your surname. Please make a note. Okay. So my surname, my first name is Malkrishna, then the last name is Gauri Singh. So Gauri Singh is the last name, nothing but surname. That 5 letters is SANGH. Okay, sorry for the interruption. There was some issue, my dear friend, so please hold for a second, just for a moment. We'll get back to you soon. Actually, meanwhile, this is a Phoenix, US, where I was just entering US actually. So that time I took this picture. It was a very good time when I landed the US first time. I hope even you will be landing very soon. You will get a visa and you will fly and fulfill whatever you want to do there, like official purpose or maybe for a tourism. The reason for making this video is, my dear friend, I want you not to spend so much time as I spent while I was filling up for US visa and I was applying for the US visa. I hope you'll save time and apply US visa in a simpler manner, and you will get your visa as early as possible and go to US as early as possible. So fine, my dear friends, let's go back. So we just updated, I believe, all the information. So you see here, photo will be taken at ASC center. So you don't have to carry any photo, or you don't have to carry any hard copy of photo, my dear friends. That will be taken in the biometrics as well as when you are going for interview. Okay. But now the section is you need to review the application here. So whatever you have filled up to now, so you can review in one page. So in case if you feel that any information is incorrect or wrong, you can edit and correct that as well here. You can see the option here, edit personal information. For each and every category there is a field to edit, my dear friends. Like example, edit address and phone number. So if I see here, all the details what I updated is correct. So I'll just go to the next section. So each and every section I can verify whether I have updated correctly or not. So wherever you feel that you have written wrongly, you can edit that. So this page is very good, my dear friend. I like this page because this is a review page. In while filling up, there were different sections one by one, but here all the sections come in a same page. All the rows come in same page, so it is easier for me to verify it. So you please verify carefully, read carefully if all the sections and information is correct, then go on to the submissions. So do not submit an application until you are happy that what you have updated is correct. So I'm just reviewing the security now. So as I said, make sure that everything is selected no, no, no here. Can you see the right hand side? Everything is no. Is by mistake if something is yes, go and review that what is yes and why you made that yes, and make the changes accordingly. So dear friends, please be careful here. This is the last page. After that you need to sign and submit. So before signing and submit, be careful, go through 2 times at least to make sure that the details updated by you is correct. So I am signing and submitting just for your information to show that anyway I am not doing a final sign off because I don't want to submit this, and since I am not applying for any visa right now, I already have a visa. Just to show you, I am signing, clicking on sign and submit. Can you see here? I just clicked here, sign and submit. Once I clicked here, I am getting the option that saying that did anyone assist you in filling out the application? Just select no. If anybody has assisted also, please select no, my dear friend. In case if you are selecting yes, you need to provide the details. Usually this happens in the agency thing. If agency is filling out your detail, then they will select yes and they provide the agency details. But in your case, just select no. And I request, please read all the instructions here, information here before signing it. This is very, very important information, dear friends. Just please do not ignore this based on my what do you call this video saying that okay, you know what to fill, what to not fill, but still please read this. These are the basic details before signing. So dear friend, that's it, my dear friend. So after this section we'll just submit it. After submitting, the application generates the barcode based on which you will make the payment, visa fees payment. Okay. So dear friends, so if this video is helpful in some way, please share with your friends who are looking for this video, and like this video if it really helps you. And also if you are new to this channel, please subscribe to this channel, because I keep on uploading the informative videos like this, especially on US visas. So I will also keep you posted on any news on US visas or any development or any changes on US visa, my dear friends, especially for B1 and B2. So thank you very much for watching this video, and again keep watching this video again and again, and please do not make any mistake while submitting this DS-160. Do like this video, share among your friends and colleagues who are looking for this video or who are applying US visas and who has planned to visit US in near future, and also people who are yet to fill up DS-160 and struggling for information which field and where to update and what needs to be updated. Thank you. Take care. You are watching Bala Online.